Hey, you see what that is down there, right? It's good, boy. It's your boy Dev back again. Another first listen. Y'all already knew who that is in the background. But today, man, we got some surprising new music from Future and Drizzy Drake. Now, I told you guys in my anticipated videos, man, I was looking forward to new Drake. I know Drake took his hiatus in 2018, so 2019. So I get it, man. You know, we're gonna get some new Drake this year. But what I'm really, excited for is, maybe the possibility of What a Time to Be Alive too. Now, a lot of people on my Twitter are going crazy, right? A lot of people on my Twitter are saying that What a Time to Be Alive isn't legendary or isn't a classic. I mean, at this point, man, I thought that I was, going insane for some of my music opinions lately. But apparently, man, people are out here just wilding, man. We all just have different tastes at the end of the day. If you didn't like, or I don't know what a time to Be Alive did for you when you were younger, because when I was 23, 22, I mean, I'm gonna let you know right now, 23, 24 maybe, maybe pushing it, but maybe when I was, 23, 24, I don't know if y'all was going to the club, I don't know if y'all was on some bitches, I don't know what y'all was doing, bro, but that was the anthem right there. That was my mid-20s, and I literally played that every time we went to the club, every party we had. That was just a banger. There is no bad track on What a Time to Be Alive, and I can say that confidently. So whenever, Drake and Future get together and they make a track, they have not missed yet, at least for me. That's even for their other singles as well. But going into this, man, we're gonna take that with a grain of salt, man. It's 2020. Anything can happen a decade later. So, that being said, man, we're gonna just listen to this track and let me give my opinions after. Like always, man, been fucking talking too much, man. We got Life is Good, Future featuring Drake. Y'all ready?
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what?
Not you too, Drizzy. Paddock! Patiki, Pataki. What is up with the Patek, bro? Look, at this point, I ain't never heard this man Drizzy say anything about no goddamn Patek, alright? And now finally, we gonna get some Patek in here. Leave that shit to Offset, alright? Let Offset be the Patiki king, alright? I don't understand what is this infatuation with a Patiki. If I was rich, I still will not get a Patiki. I'm a broke nigga, alright, at the end of the day. So maybe I just don't really realize what this Patiki does when you put it on your hand, but come on, man. I ain't never heard Drizzy Drake say anything about no goddamn Patiki.
It's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something.
Hey,
wine by the flash, man, a cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move.
You know what this kind of remind me of, man? This had a little, when it it kind of reminded me of Star 67. A little faster Star 67. Get in the comment box below if you agree with me on that. It kind of sounds like that though a little bit. Just a tad.
Did what I had to and did what I did.
Hey.
Never turn my back on FBG, God forbid. Virgil got a paddock on my niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist.
Hey, last year I didn't do my taxes either till like October. I had to wait all the way to the end because I was kind of chilling, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really worried about it. Who the fuck want to pay it? I don't want to pay it. It's not like I was getting money back. The taxman, they were like, yo, you gotta pay it. So I was like, pay? I gotta pay? Oh yeah, we gonna wait. And you said I can get an extension? Oh, so it's not April. I get an extension. Okay, extend that bitch then. I get another extension? Oh shit, well extend that bitch then. Wait, I gotta pay now. Oh shit, okay, let's just pay this and let's get it over with. So it's crazy. I just did my taxes and it's already tax season again. That's really wild to me. I had to share it. Yeah, that's the homie.
$1,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Ooh, I done flew one out to Spain to be in my domain, automata, bitch. Ooh, dropped $3 on the.
Is this like a whole nother song? This ain't the same song. So we went from this we went from the usual Drake track to the actual Future track. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like.
Right there while I catch a play on the brick. Ooh, I made them little niggas go haywire, Taliban in this bitch. Ooh, we We some poor, high class niggas made it, we rich. Yeah, I was at the band though, got a penthouse for a closet.
I don't know if it's me, but like for the Future verse right here, like I'm feeling it, but then it's throwing me off because he kind of sound like he off beat, and then he kind of ended his every verse with woo. But the beat kind of hit, you know. Obviously, a trap beat gonna hit, but it's kind of it's a little weird for me.
To the news, I put the puss on the shirt. After I murdered it, make go shoot up the hearse. Cost me a quarter bird. Nigga's birthday, and you a maniac, a fucking alien.
All right, look. I know there's a video to this, and I might do the video. I might listen to the video on stream, but I just listen to the audio. All right, I don't do videos on this channel, so let's just get out the way. Maybe you guys said it's gonna be better context if I actually watched the video. That is probably true. You guys are 100% right with that, because sometimes videos, especially the Migos, when they did their culture videos, the music comes a little alive when you get a musical representation. But just from listening to the track for the first time, man, I definitely love Drake's verse better than Future's. I know this is not a competition, but you know, it's rap. There's always gonna be some sort of competition on a rap song. It's very unusual for Drake, or you know, any song in general, to kind of have the switch up slower go first, and then, you know, you speed it up after. That's not really the, you know, that's not the typical, you know, kind of switch up you get. But it was cool, man. Like I said, I like Drake's verse. It sounded like a little Star 67, a little sped up on the beat. Like I said, I've never heard this man, you know, Drake reference a Patek. If, you know, since we all talk about the culture vulture shit, I ain't never heard this man Drizzy Drake talk about a Patek, Helga G, Pataki, whatever you want to motherfucking call it. I ain't never heard Drake reference a Patek in his track. And get in the comment box below and let me know if he's ever done that. So when he mentioned Virgil and shit, say he got the Patek, man, I feel like that's kind of just a page out of, you know, the new trap artist from Atlanta. You know, Roddy Ricch does it as well. That's because he looks up to Future. Maybe that's kind of something from Future. Maybe Future wrote the verse. Who knows? I'm just saying, though, he's never said it, so that's kind of fish right there. But I did like the way he was harmonizing. I like his little melody on there. We always gonna love a little Drake singing. Future, though, man, I felt like Future was the difference in this track. Like, Future kind of just, it is Future featuring Drake, but that's why I thought that he should have went first, because it felt like he was out of place when you listen to the track, man. Like, some of the shit he was saying, especially in the beginning of his verse, when he was like, whoa, you know, and he kind of sounded like he was off beat, and he was, whoa, you know, I really didn't get the whoa part. That's for me, that's kind of just, it threw me off. And then towards the end, you know, like he was starting to spit, the beat was hitting, you know, like I said, a trap beat's always gonna make you nod your head. Just because I'm nodding my head doesn't mean I'm, you know, initially liking the track. You know, I'm kind of just, I'm feeling the track. I'm trying to fill it out and see where it's going. Like for me, man, the track it sounds good. But for me, it's also something missing. So it's kind of like I'm really indifferent towards it. You know, I really don't know if I'm liking it or if I'm not. It's only a first listen. I got a couple more times to listen to it as well. And I can give you guys a further opinion later on. But right now, man, I'm kind of just really just like confused on whether I like Future's verse, whether I dislike it. Drake being, you know, just okay, it's a Drake verse. It's nothing crazy. I think for me, what's really happening is I'm expecting, you know, What a Time to Be Alive too. And I told myself when I did my anticipated albums of the year that I need our music of the year. I need to kind of just chill and realize that this is not 2014 that it came out, 2015. This is not 2015-14 where we got What a Time to Be Alive, and you know these guys were at different times in their careers, and you know Future was on his 5-peat. I think at the time, you know, What a Time to Be Alive was number 4. Yeah, it was album number 4, because we got 56 Nights, we got you know, Dirty Sprite 2 that year, and I think What a Time to Be Alive was the 3rd, and he was also, we had the Beast Mode that came out. You know, look, Future was on his 5-peat. All right, so you know, with that going into that album, you know, both of them doing what they needed to do and to be where they are, it's kind of just like we're not gonna ever get that album again. That's why I call it legendary. That's why I call it classic. However you want to label it as. I think we kind of just need to understand that, you know, this is later on in their careers, 5 years later. They can still make music, but I just don't think it's going to be as hard as that was for a lot of us, especially because that was a random album. I don't know if you guys remember that What a Time to Be Alive just randomly came out of nowhere. They were just like, yo, we're releasing this album, you know, it's gonna be fire. Like, yo, Drake Future, and then we're like, oh, produced by Metro, and I was like, okay, Southside was on there as well, I believe, and we were kind of just like, what the fuck is this? And then as soon as you hit track 1, and then you let that bitch play, and then Digital Dash come in, shh, Metro Woman was there more, nigga. One of the hardest intro tracks I've ever heard in my life. What a time to be alive. That's all you have to say in that title. What a time to be alive. Anyways, though, man, this back to the track though, man. The track was okay. It was all right. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I'm just glad that the duo was back, and hopefully their second coming is at least, you know, decent. You know what I'm saying? That's how I hope. I hope it just doesn't fall flat on his face. But I think it's impossible with Future and Drake. They're gonna have some track that's going to hit everybody. Like I said at the beginning of the video, man, they've never missed. And I don't feel like they missed on here, but I just kind of really indifferent with it. Get in the comments below, man. Let me know what you think about the track. Let me know how you feel about it. Remember, this is my opinion. Don't be too mad about it. I'm just saying how I feel. Hey, get the video 3,000 likes, and we'll do a throwback. What a time to be alive. Get them likes, man, and we get a new vinyl on the wall. They don't know how that go. Anyways, till the next time, this has been your boy Dev. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Let me know what you want to hear. All that good stuff. And until the next time, it's been your boy Dev. We out. Peace.
Very special girl, very special girl.